Hello. Here's a design for a royal celebration, something really quite plush and that will enhance your buffet table quite considerably. I'm going to be using a combination of Sempertex rounds and modelling balloons, quite heavy on the modelling balloons, but the techniques that I'm using are very simple, so hopefully you'll find it quite easy to follow along. I'm going to get a few things prepared to start with. These are Sempertex Reflex Gold 260s, and I've inflated them, let a little bit of air out so that they're soft to work with, put a pinch twist approximately 8 inches in from the end, and I need 4 of those so I can demonstrate how that was done. I'll use one of them as a template. So just inflate it, let some air out so it's soft, give it a bit of a stretch so that it's nice and evenly inflated, and then we're going to lay it on top of the one that we've already done, pinch it back so that it matches there, and then twist another bubble like that, and then that bubble is twisted onto itself in what's called a pinch twist. So we just twist the two sides of the bubble together, go around 2 or 3 times, and we have a matching one. So we did 4 of those, and I'm then going to curve this part. So literally get hold of it like this, and you can put a bend in it. And we need all 4 of those doing. Like so. And then I'm going to link them together. So the knot of this one will twist into the pinch twist from this one. So just literally pull it, wrap it around the pinch twist a couple of times, and that links them together nicely like so. And then we'll add the next one. So, and the last one like so, and then join the 2 ends together. Like that. And I need the curves to be outwards, so we make a ring, and the uninflated parts of the balloons to be sticking upwards. Now, to make it easier later, I'm going to add some detail to this before we carry on with the design, because it will be a little tricky to do it once we've added the next element. So take a red, fashion red Sempertex 260, inflate it all the way to the end, quite tight, because what we need to do is create a little bubble right on the end of the balloon. So just pinch that to make your bubble. It's a little bit too large. There, that's better. Twist it 2 or 3 times so it doesn't come undone. Pinch hard, let the rest go, and tie it off. Like that, and tie it so that the knot is tight up against the bubble so that we get a nice small round bubble like that, and then just stretch that a couple of times to relax it back again. And we're going to add this into here, so we'll pull the uninflated part of the 260 through there, wrap it round the pinch twist, and then I'm going to wrap the uninflated part of the balloon in a spiral, a little bit of tension on it but not too much, like that, and wrap it into the pinch twist, and then just repeat that all the way around. So pull this through, around the pinch twist, and then wrap the uninflated part around and tuck the nozzle end into the next pinch twist. No need to tie these off because the nozzles and the knots will hold them in place. Okay. And the last one. Like so. So you can probably tell now what it is that we're starting to create. We're making a crown, and this forms the headband, if you like, of the crown, like so. And now we need to do the central part, and for that we're going to use a 18-inch fashion violet balloon. We need it to be very large and very soft because we're going to make this into an apple twist. So I'm going to get my sizer, and it's an 18-inch balloon, but we need to size it to 11. But before we do that, we want it to be really softened, so I'm going to inflate it and deflate it a couple of times. Be brave and blow it as big as you dare. Let it down, and then inflate it again. And each time you inflate it, it's going to get bigger and softer. I think I'll do it one more time to be absolutely sure. Okay, now we're going to downsize that to 11 inches. There. So it's really, really squashy, and that's going to be essential when you're creating the apple twist. Tie the balloon off and pull the knot as close to the neck roll as you possibly can, so that we've got this large neck piece there. That will be pushed through and grabbed, so this extra stretch here means that the apple twist isn't going to be too flat. Tie a uninflated 260 around here, just at the knot point, so that we're not losing any of that very valuable stretch that we've just created. Nice and tight. And then just check that your fingernails are not too long and too sharp, because we need to push this all the way through, grab it on the other side. Squeeze, finger on the knot, push it into the balloon like that, and then find the top of the balloon, push all the way through, grab the knot with your other hand and twist, and then use a scrap of 260 to wrap around that twist and tie it off so that we don't lose it, like so. And there's the central part of the crown. We can remove this because we don't need it at this end. It's purely to stop the knot disappearing back through. Okay. Right, take this, sit this in the centre, and then we're going to take opposite 260s like that, twist them together at the top, bring the other ones in, twist them together at the top, and then find the 260 that you've used, that we had in the middle, that we added at the beginning, pull it nice and tight up through the centre and push down on these 260s to get that indent on the top of the crown. There we go. Wrap it round a couple of times to make sure it doesn't go away. And then we can deflate these. And tie those off as well to be absolutely sure that we don't lose any of them later on. Oops. Okay. I'm going to leave this, but I'm going to remove the unwanted pieces of 260. Now we need to add the detail on the top, and to do that we're going to use some of these bits of 260 that we've got left over. So I just need to inflate two. Make them soft, let it down like that. I just need two short pieces. One and two. Sorry. Okay, so about 2 inches twist and hold it. About an inch and a half twist. Wrap these two together. And then match that on this side. Remove what we don't need, tie it off. And then match it again. Tie that off. And then just check, because that one is slightly longer than the other two, so I'll use that at the top of the design instead of either side. So there we go, little cross to go on the top, and then we need another jewel. So we've got rubies at the base here. I think we'll have a sapphire at the top, so I'm going to use a 5-inch fashion blue. Let it down extremely small. Tie it off. Remove the neck, twist it in half. Quite nice big sapphire at the top there, and just pull it through the centre like so. And then we need to link the two together, and there's usually another part of the balloon, like an orb, like a spherical thing. Rather than using glue, I want to tie everything together if I can. So I'm not going to have a spherical thing, it'll be another apple twist. 5-inch reflex gold. Tie it off right close to the neck roll again, like we did before. Tie that into it as well. Like so. Another bit of 260. This one will do nicely. Squeeze it, put your finger on the neck roll, push it all the way through to the other side of the balloon. Grab the knot, twist, tie it off with the piece of 260 that we just got, and then use this to tie it to here. So literally just tie the two 260 together, pull nice and tight, and knot them. And then just one more bit of detail around the base of the crown. We'll put a string of pearls around it, which I've made from Fashion White 160. I've actually had to join two together to get it long enough, so at some point there's a knot in the middle, but that doesn't matter. Don't let go of the ends. Take this one, wrap it into here. Run it around there. We want it to be reasonably tight. When you get there, literally just twist it again round the ruby that we've placed in there before. On to the next one. And the next one. And the last one. And when you're happy with it, then we can lose the rest of that. Wrap a couple more times for security. Then we just tidy it up. So I want the gold twists at the bottom here. And I want the pearls to sit nicely in each section. And there we have it. So whilst it looks very intricate, it's actually relatively simple when you break it down into its respective parts. And then for your buffet table, all you really need is something to lift it up. So just a couple of boxes or anything like that. A Union flag, which can form the tablecloth. Put your centerpiece on there and arrange all of your food around. And there you have the finished design.